Hey, yeah, let's talk about Lovecraft again, baby.
Beverly? Are you okay? Beverly, what? Jesus Christ.
Crowdfunding is a brilliant idea. Big studios don't want to take chances on certain genres or ideas because they may not have broad appeal. So fans take it into their own hands to make it a reality instead. This is one of those movies that did just that. The Void follows a band of people who become trapped in a hospital, then suffer monster attacks apparently at the hands of a mysterious Lovecraftian cult. Seems like a simple fun setup, but good gravy does it get bizarre. The movie doesn't fuck around. It sets up all the people in the hospital and then chaos erupts pretty quickly, escalating continuously with monsters running around, cultists attacking them, random folk arriving with guns, and a stranger they find freaking out on top of it all. It makes for a crazy first 30 minutes and leaves your mind racing to understand what the hell is going on. Unfortunately, it'll leave it racing all the way to the end. It's a very complicated narrative and difficult to understand for two main reasons. One is that the meat of the plot doesn't kick into gear until around halfway through the film, and the second is that most of the revelations aren't very well indicated or explained. The film just isn't edited in a way that you can easily understand the narrative cohesively. People might say it rewards repeat viewings, but honestly I put it down to shoddy execution and plotting. It's elaborate with seemingly deep lore, but stays too vague and is mostly told through overly wordy monologues. Mind control's a big aspect too, apparently, but there's very few rules to anything going on. It's a mess. The film's visual style is great. It's constantly bathed in this dark sheen, but for most of it, the picture has this piss yellow tint. Colours are allowed to pop when required, however. Look at this simple shot of the cop car pulling into the station, it looks awesome. When the plot gets more crazy is where the imagery really shines. The otherworldly look to some of the more Lovecraftian elements is absolutely nailed. The special effects are spectacular. There are some real grisly scenes of murder in this flick, and they did a fantastic job portraying it. If there's any CGI anywhere, I didn't spot it. It gets absolutely disgusting the more the film continues, and the 80s inspiration becomes more apparent the further into the movie we get. People don't just die in this film, they get memorably contorted, assimilated, or torn apart viciously. The creature effects remind me of something straight out of The Thing, they're that good, and it'll leave you recoiling in horror whenever they appear. The performances are decent if unmemorable, besides the villain. He has a great voice and presence as he monologues vague truisms to his newest victims, he's awesome.
You are so beautiful, Allison. You will become something truly remarkable.
The film's biggest flaw is the editing. It needed one more do-over in the editing room to really make some scenes have a bigger impact. It felt more like a college film during some segments, and it's the only part that really showcased this is a low-budget crowdfunded project. It can also be cut far too quickly, where you're trying to catch up on what the hell just happened because it isn't clear.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Some of the audio mixing was also a bit off. During a big argument scene, I could barely hear anything the characters were saying due to the music being so damn loud. I know it's just people shouting to calm down and stuff, but it was a distraction.
No, you're right, I don't.
I refuse to let death be the end. I defy God. There are things much older than time, and they've blessed me.
The film does, however, knock it out of the park in terms of atmosphere. This is a dread-filled movie where it drags you into this unsettling cult's world like an insect trapped in sap. As it heads into the final stretch is where the best highlights of the movie can be found, as the performances, music and visuals finally connect perfectly. The Void has some technical flaws that hold it back, and the narrative can be a puzzle to you beyond the credits, but if you're looking for a frenzied, gore-soaked Lovecraftian nightmare, then it more than satisfies. If you were one of the people that funded it, then you got your money's worth.